welcome to Web Manga. I am Agent Manga, and welcome to Solo Leveling. I didn't do this yesterday because the power was out at my place, so I couldn't really get onto the internet and look anything up. So by the time the power came back on, it was too late, and I just decided now I'll save it till tomorrow, so that's why I'm doing it today. Now, let's get started. This is chapter 142. 43, I mean. And we start off with Carmesh, which we find out in this chapter is in fact a servant of the Monarch of Dragons, basically. But he's not called the Monarch of Dragons, kind of like how I thought, I didn't think about, I guess I must have missed this when the giant monarch showed up, but the giant monarch is the monarch of beginning, and I guess I just forgot about it or didn't take notice because he's the monarch of beginning. I didn't think about that. I don't know why I didn't think about that, but the monarch of beginning, which is a pretty cool title, and the dragon monarch of mad dragons, I think is the translation I have. Is he's the god monarch of destruction, which Shadow Monarch is the monarch of the basically undead, which does like this chapter basically hammers in like a theory I have with like Carmesh, and I like it how Carmesh doesn't stay around. Like Carmesh does get resurrected, but it's only for like 5-10 minutes, and he does automatically have he still has that thirst to kill humans and destroy humans, and Songjim has to tell him enough, basically. And we also get I was always wondering what the hell was going on with Songjim talking in their language. Is he communicating to the monsters? Is it some type of understanding conversation? They don't understand what he's saying, but they know what he means, and it's kind of like that. We get straight up that Songjim is talking their language, which I find really interesting, and I love this chapter because Carmesh basically breaks it down that there are 4 beings on Earth that have the power of the rulers, which I believe is the national ranks, like the China hunter, the 2 U.S. hunters. I believe that the national ranks were all connected to the rulers, but Thomas and the other national rank, those are the guy that just died to the monarchs. Yeah, that explains it. I thought maybe the guy had a monarch in him, but no, he had the power of a ruler, which, since the monarchs and the rulers are enemies, it makes sense that the monarchs would. And this furthers my theory that the rulers are going to collect humanity, and they're going to be on one side. Songjim is going to leave humanity and go join the monarchs. And I can understand why humanity might leave because of the Silver Soldier's angelic appearance. I would love it to be an explanation that the angels have been manipulating all that, and I would love it. I do see that the humans siding with the angels against the monsters, even though it is the rulers that are doing this, that are sending the monsters out, because each of the monsters we have were in fact defeated. And I do hope we get the the Monarch of Beginnings resurrected, and the Demon Monarch resurrected, because I think right now the monarchs, the rulers are kicking the monarchs' butt. So, theory time. Oh wait, I just said a theory. I better keep going on. So yeah, Carmesh basically is really fine with just working for Songjim, basically being yeah. Although he can't stay around, he's I envy your servants because they actually get to serve you for basically eternity. And it seems like each of the the giants serve the beginning monarch, the dragons serve the destruction monarch. They seem to serve the monarchs specifically. They revere the monarchs. They consider them high. almost like divine beings. That's what I'm getting. Like they all, like every single monster respects the monarchs, like the ones that aren't really under the control of the rulers. Like if you were to get like a normal monster and say you were the monarch of that, even like now that I think about it, like the Lich, like he thought, oh, even like the undead in like the Lich dungeon, like they bowed to Songjim because they were he was their king basically. Thinking about it, do like all the monsters have like an innate urge to like serve the monarchs, and like that needs to be explained in the series. I would love that. Now let's think. Now let's continue on with the chapter. Carmesh disappeared because it's been too long. I like that because it was just a slight problem I had, like a slight problem, like why there was like a limit on how long it could be before he could revive them, and I was thinking, oh, you can't just bring back carmesh, and I like it. He brought him back, but it's not permanent. It's been too long. Like carmesh got like a few explanations out there, and I like that. I do like that. Now let me think. The next part is basically Songjim basically leaving, saying I'm sorry about that, and he does offer to pay for all the destruction. When he's walking out, he breaks like I think it was the door. I don't know if it was the door or like a wall or a pillar. It's one of those things. But like he's pissed off that I think he's pissed off that there are the rulers out there, because he knows how bad they are. Now let's see. I do think the rulers are the ones who made the system. The system that basically all this is based on. I think one day Songjim will just like break the system and will be able to use all his power. Now let me get to the next part. Songjim basically returns to his bodyguard, which is a very loose term because Songjim doesn't need a bodyguard. No, he does not. So we find out that Songjim's bro was basically taken by a savage guild member, and you son of a bitch. It's basically Woong Dong. I'm gonna call him Dong. Dong basically took Songjim's best friend, and we see him at the end of this chapter basically spitting blood out of his mouth after Dong had basically beat him up, and it's like a D rank. He's an S rank beating up a D rank. It's basically like a fully grown man beating up like a 5-year-old. That's how I kind of think of it. Like it's needless. It's like let me think. It's like keeping with the fully grown man beating up a 5-year-old. Like a guy, like some guy slighted you and you decided to beat up the guy's child for like pissing you off. That's how I see it. It's very petty, very I hate this guy. Now before that we basically learned that the Savage Guild is not for this Thomas, and if Thomas gets the hand at him, and I do think that all the national ranks and Songjim are on opposing sides, so Thomas and Songjim are going to fight, like, and I do want to like see more interaction. I want to see this like Thomas is pissed. I'm sorry if I'm getting my words all mixed up. I wrote some vague notes down, but my mind is just going everywhere. So Thomas is probably not gonna kill him, and plus this chapter sets up tension, because when I first was reading this chapter, I was thinking, oh, Songjim will just teleport to him and kick his ass. But no, they set up that, Songjim forgot to like put a shadow in the guy. Put a shadow in his best friend after he went to save his best friend's dad. So that is a really good way to set up tension. Like, Songjim just didn't do that. And he probably just was going to do it, but best friend walked away and he had to heal his father, so he probably just teleported back to Japan and just forgot about it and like didn't think of it. And I bet he's kicking himself because he sends out like all the knights. Like all I see is the knight's image in this chapter, in an image. But I think he might have sent out like the ants, the naga, well maybe just the knights because they're the least terrifying. But if I was Songjim and this was my best friend, well, except the giants, I think those are too big. I think he would send out all of his shadows to just find it, like Biru and all that. And that would be the best way to basically basically scour the city. And this guy is going to take a beating no matter what. Like, I think Thomas might be a little less, like, vicious to him, even though, like, the guy is one of his top dudes. I think Thomas would just be like, would beat him, yeah, he would beat him up, basically telling him, you moron, what did you do? But if Songjim gets to him, he's dead. Like, a savage beating or death. Those are the only two options for this guy. And I like this chapter because it gives out information. It sets up this really intense scene, and it also adds credence to my theory that humanity is going to join the rulers, and like Songjim is going to leave humanity to join the monarchs to basically defeat the rulers and hopefully help humanity. And those are all my thoughts for the chapter. I've probably just been ranting. And have a nice day. This is Weird Manga. I am Angel Manga, signing out.